the enthusiasm that they bring to every time they stand on stage, you can't help but take it in and be just, you live their excitement. I love these guys. I've met them now years and years and years ago as we started our, at that time, the market of the Netherlands. We needed good, strong leaders to start that market, and we got them, and they're with us today, still doing amazing things. Please welcome to the stage, please welcome to the stage our Diamond Elite partners from the Netherlands, our first in the Netherlands, Mario and Miriam Greenforst.
That clicker's
right here. Take it away, Mario.
Without Miriam, how is this gonna be? I don't know where she is, really. Well, she will show up, she always does. Okay, yeah. How are you doing? Good? Yes? Fine. I will start immediately with a question for you. A question for you. Do you ever procrastinate? Do you ever have something that needs to be done, that's important, and you know you should do it, but you don't? Whoever does that? Who never does that? Who never raises their arm? Give me some examples if you want, of things like that. Things you postpone, things you push forward, things you know you should do, but you don't do them. Give me some examples. Working out. Hey, I don't hear it. Sorry? Calling prospects. Go on a diet. What? Sorry? Follow up. Okay. I have a few examples for you. Maybe you recognize them. Giving someone a call. The telephone is heavy. I don't know if you know how that feels. Reading that book finally. I can do that next week. Put goals on paper, as Laszlo said. I can do that in 2 weeks. I did this Monday, go to the dentist. I postponed it for months. I don't like dentists, but you have to do it every now and then. Diet is here. Paying bills. Open your mail. Who likes that? You don't like that. But tell me, these are important things, you know you should do them. They have to be done, but you don't do it. Tell me why. Why don't you do that? What is it that's holding us back? That's an interesting question. It has everything to do with what we call the pain and pleasure principle. I don't know if you know it, but it's working on you. The pain and pleasure principle. All you do to move towards pleasure. It's fun, you like it, you associate positive emotions to it. Yes, I want to do this, and it's going to give me rewards. Or you're going to move away from pain. I don't like this, I hate it. I associate negative emotions to it. That's the pain and pleasure principle, and we all have it. It's very human, and there's nothing wrong with it. But sometimes we link more pain than pleasure to things, and then we postpone them. And do you feel good or do you feel bad? For a moment you feel good, you feel relieved. I don't have to do it now. But it's haunting you, it's keeping you occupied, you keep thinking about it. And maybe this has something to do with it. Fear. We are afraid sometimes of things. And what are we afraid of? Look at this. The fear of change. The fear of the unknown. Is it going to be better or is it going to be worse if I take this action? Uncertainty, what is it going to bring? And am I good enough? You heard Byron talk about it. Am I good enough? Do I believe in myself? The fear of failure, and one that doesn't show on the slide, is the fear of success. I know people have fear of success. because they associate success with things they're afraid of. Because success comes with responsibility, some stress, and maybe being on the stage. A lot of people associate fear with being on the stage, and they block their success. They block themselves to be successful. Not even consciously, but subconsciously. Fear of rejection. What if they say no? What if they don't like me? Oh, these things are fear, but I tell you what, most of these are fake. They are not real. They are just in your mind. Sometimes it's very wise to be afraid when you are in the woods and there's a lion or a bear coming. Then it's very wise to be afraid. But in our safe environment, most of the fears we feel are not real, but they feel real. And it can block us. It says here, false expectations, false evidence appearing real. It feels real. So let's do a little experiment. I have a plan tomorrow. I have my day off tomorrow. And I am planning to put my alarm clock at 7 a.m. It's pretty early for me, but I want to go for a workout. That's my plan. Because then I have that out of the way and I can enjoy my day off. That's my plan. So that's what I'm going to do. So we play a little scene for you, what may happen to me when I plan to do this, and maybe you will recognize some things. I need a bed, because I have to go to sleep. Well, is this pretty clean?
No.
Okay. Good night. Already? Oh, it's too early.
It's warm.
Yes.
When you go out of bed, it's cold, it's freezing. You have to face the reality and everything you should do this day. So stay there.
You're right. I'm staying in bed. Okay. Feels good. Okay. But then, 2 hours later, I wake up, 9 a.m. I say, oh, come on, man, you lost 2 hours. Come on. Well, oh yeah, let's get out of bed. And I go to the bathroom, and I come back in my sleeping room, and there I see my sports gear, because my plan was to do a workout after I get out of bed early. And that's my sports gear, and there's my regular clothes. Sports gear, regular clothes.
I shouldn't know that. It's raining.
It's raining.
You get tired.
Really?
And your muscles are going to hurt.
Yeah.
And you get out of breath.
I can go run in the weekend. I can go once in a while.
Yeah, I should do that if I
It's
were.
better. It's better.
Yeah.
It's better. Yeah, much better.
Do that.
Much better. Much better. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. What to do? There was one more thing I needed to do because I made some plans. There's one more thing that needs to be done, otherwise it's going to haunt me. I have to pay some bills, do some bookkeeping. You like that? Do some administration. It has to be done. So yeah, here's the plan. I think I'm going to do some bookkeeping. Yeah, it needs to be done. Okay. Oh.
It's your day off, and you want to do something you hate. Why should you? You can do that next week or...
It is my day off, right?
Yeah.
It is my
Maybe
day
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I can do
But
that.
don't do it now.
Those bills will hit next week as well, right?
Yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
better not.
Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. So here I am, with all these good intentions. It's not even 10 o'clock and I broke 3 of them. Who recognizes this? Of course you do, everybody does. It's very human again. But this is going to haunt me all day long. It is, that's the way it works. And the people from those bills, they will find me in the end. But still, I postpone. Still, I push it forward. Still, I procrastinate. It's tough. So my question is, why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing that to you. I am you.
Sorry?
I am you.
You? Oh.
You do it to yourself. You sabotage yourself every time when you have an impulse for a goal you want to reach, and every time you sabotage yourself. You explained it earlier. Byron explained it in the training. We didn't talk to each other about what we are going to tell you, but he...
What can I do to get rid of you? Because I need to do stuff.
Yeah, but then I'm going to tell you a secret, and then I'm out of the picture, so...
Maybe
but
you should.
okay. You deserve a fair chance, and I will share the secret to you and to everybody.
You can listen to.
And the beauty of it, it's so simple. It's not easy, but it's so simple to do this every day, all day, every time that you have an urge, an impulse, an instinct, you can do it. I give you this chance, but then I'm going to challenge you now, because I want to know who is stronger then, after you know the secret, you or I.
Oh.
I'm curious if you can eliminate me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Curious too.
But are you willing to change your life and
I
to
don't
have
want
a
this.
way better life?
I don't want this.
Okay, I'm going to share it. And that's the 5-second rule. Has anybody ever heard about the 5-second rule? Somebody does? Woo! I scared the microphone, I guess. It's coming from NASA. They came up with the idea. Everything from food, what falls on the ground, and you pick it up within 5 seconds, you can eat it. It's not completely true, but that's how they claim this.
That's why the countdown was there, right?
That's the countdown. And there is a beautiful lady, Mel Robbins. You can go to YouTube and see what she's telling. And she watched the launching of a rocket. Oh, by the way.
Okay.
So don't don't count to 5.
She says we have more time, so don't rush me.
We got more
Because I
time.
always do that.
Shut up. And she was, in a, maybe you recognize it, you feel down, you feel depressed, finances are bad, you are overweight, everything in life is bad, and she couldn't get out of her bed in the morning, she couldn't get out of the couch to get into action. And then, before she went to bed, there was a rocket, a launching, and then she got this great idea. Tomorrow, when I wake up, I launch myself out of my bed like a rocket within 5 seconds. And that's what she did. And then she didn't realize it at the moment, at that time, but she invented something really simple. And that's the 5-second rule, and there are 5 elements to the 5-second rule. The first element, the moment you have an instinct. But this instinct, this impulse, has to, how do you say it? There has to be a goal connected with this instinct behind it. So, what's an instinct? An impulse to do something, like Mario.
Workout, for instance.
For the workout. Suddenly, maybe you recognize this, something pops into your head and there is some idea, some impulse like, oh, I'm going to do some push-ups. And then, finally, you are not going to do it. And that's exactly what I'm trying to explain now. So it's an impulse, an urge to do something, even if you don't feel like it. And also knowing what to do or not to do. For example, you want to buy something, but you know it's not right to do it. You don't have the money, or maybe the product is not okay, or something like that. And yeah, you know it's better not to, and still you do it. The second element is to act on a goal. So, who has sometimes this gut feeling? Raise your hand. We have it often, right? Is gut feeling good or bad? But most of the time we don't take some action when you have this feeling, and your feeling tells you you must take action, and still you don't do that. So those gut impulses are tied to greater goals, and that's health, wealth, happiness, some goals like that. The next thing you have to do is you must push yourself. Don't wait till you are motivated. Motivation is bullshit. Because the things you need to do, you don't like to do. So you are never motivated to do that. Never ever. Understand what I'm saying? So push yourself even if you don't want to. And what happens then? You take control of your own life. You have to get out of your comfort zone and get out of your own way. Come on, you are always in your own way. That, what Byron was telling us, was amazing. He was so right. And if you implement the 5-second rule, the things he told us, the sky is the limit. The sky, the baby of Horace and Marina. The sky is the limit, but you have to push yourself, even if you don't want to. And this is a fact. You are never, ever going to feel like it. Ever. Can you feel that? You know what I mean? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah? Are you asleep? Count to 5. And the fourth element is to move within 5 seconds. Don't wait 5 seconds.
So what I should have done is put my sneakers on within 5 seconds, for instance.
Yeah. You have to move within 5 seconds. And really physical movement. That's the key. So if you have the goal, you want the impulse of going to run outside, then within 5 seconds, you come off the couch, put on your running shoes, and that's physical movement, and then you are going to run. But you have to do it within 5 seconds, and also it's key to count down from 5 till 1, and the best thing is to act as soon as possible within those 5 seconds. Yeah?
Then you don't have a chance.
Sorry?
And then you don't have a chance.
Then I don't have a chance. Chance.
You only come after 5 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. And the fifth element, or your brain will kill it. If you don't act within 5 seconds, your brain will definitely kill it.
And make excuses. That's what I recognize myself. Make excuses.
Because your brain thinks that he's keeping you safe. That's his job. That's my job.
Yeah.
It's keeping you from growing. And it's keeping you comfortable. And now maybe you wonder why I'm dressed like this. Because you never forget this training, just by this. And I want you see, when you see this, I'm nice, because I want to protect you. And
No,
to
you
keep
stand in my
from-
way. You are blocking me.
But what I really do is, I block him from growing.
Yeah.
He can't grow. He can't be successful in this way.
But you are me.
Yeah, I am you.
Yeah.
You look very pretty like this. So our minds are designed to stop you at all costs from doing anything that might hurt you. Who is recognizing this? Who is recognizing the little voice who's constantly stopping you from taking the right action? And you really want to do it, and the next day you think, yesterday I really wanted to go to the gym, or I really wanted to call some prospects. I was really, I had the urge to call
You know what
prospects.
it is? When you do it, in spite of the fear, afterwards, you feel so much better. And you
Yeah.
always think, was that all? It wasn't so difficult. You look up to it, and when you've done it, it wasn't that big of a deal. So thank you for that
Yeah.
tip. Yeah.
And it's, I can promise you, it's not nice to do. You don't like it because it hurts maybe. But you did it.
But you need some discipline in the beginning, right?
Sorry?
You need some discipline.
I don't hear it. I have some holes in this. So, outsmart your brain within 5 seconds. And the results of that, when you do this, you really have to test this, and it's easy. The most important thing is to start each morning. Nobody in this room from now on is allowed, unless they don't want to be successful, or grow, or have a better life. You are not allowed anymore to hit the snooze button. Is that a deal?
Hear that, Paul?
Who is going to try this in the morning? Wow, I'm impressed. I'm proud of you. So, go test this. Tomorrow, you set the alarm goes off, and within 5 seconds, you jump out of your bed. You have a great day, I can promise you. So, it breaks through your habits. You know, habits is comfort zone. Every habit you have feels comfortable. Otherwise, it wasn't a habit. So get rid of the habits and challenge yourself and change your habits.
I read this morning in the plane, I always thought it took 3 weeks to change a habit. So you need 3 weeks of discipline. This morning I read it's even worse. We need an average of 66 days to do something every single day before it becomes really a habit. Internalize it, and you never have to think about it again. Then you do it automatically. But it takes work. It's simple, but it's not easy. Absolutely not. But it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. I can promise you that. We have somebody who agrees, right? We have somebody who agrees, I think. She doesn't hear anything, see?
We have?
Yeah, click.
When you outsmart your brain,
I can't interfere.
you don't procrastinate anymore.
This is great.
Within 5 seconds. Remember that. And hesitation, that's killing. Hesitation is changing into action. And you don't avoid pain anymore. If you only did the things you don't want to, you'd have everything you've ever wanted. And I can promise you this, successful people, they only do the things they don't want to, and that's why they have everything they ever wanted.
There you go.
Think about that. So what I can say now is, you are one. It's just a decision. It's all about a decision. When you try to lose weight, you can say, Monday, I'm going to start and eat healthy and less carbs and less everything. and then it's Monday, I still have some cake in the refrigerator. Okay, tomorrow I will start with my diet. No, now, count from 5 to 1 and start today. Take a decision. And it really works. When you take a real decision, then magic happens, really. So you are one decision away from a completely different life. Just decide within 5 seconds. And this guy,
he agrees. I don't know if you know who he is. Who is this? He talked about this as well, but he can do it in like 15 seconds. You want to hear it? He's talking about the same stuff in a different way. So yeah, let Fraser say something.
Okay, so people come to me all the time and say, Fraser, I keep overthinking. How do I stop overthinking things? Well, the first things first, I've been there myself. I used to overthink all the time. But I want you to think of this cycle. The more you think, the more you doubt. And the more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you doubt, the less you do. Right? So let's flip it on its head. The more you do, the less you think. The less you think, the less you doubt. The less you doubt, the more you do. The more you do, the less you think. The less you think, the less you doubt, the more you do. So you've got to do more. If you do more, you will get more confidence by getting the experience necessary. So that is how you stop overthinking. Go do the work, you'll get the experience, you'll doubt less, you'll do more. Alright? See you soon.
He's right. He is right. Absolutely.
so I was making the PowerPoint, preparing this training, and so I was busy doing this. And on a Tuesday night, I always do a product meeting. So I was like, I don't have the time now to do it. So I called Stand Up.
Inge.
Inge?
There is Inge. Give Inge.
Come here. Come here.
Inge didn't wait for 5 seconds.
She didn't know what I was preparing. I didn't tell her that at the time. This is the first time she hears this. And
If
now,
we gave you 5 seconds to come to the stage, would you have done it?
so, tell me what happened.
Hello. She called me and I was preparing for the trip. I was going to fly the next morning to Budapest.
It's different by that.
And I wanted to do my hair, a mask and other stuff. she called me. Oh no, she gave me an app, a WhatsApp. Inge, do you like or do you want to do the presentation for me tonight? Because I'm so busy with the presentation. And I thought, yes, I do it. Yes!
And you did.
Absolutely, yes. And I was very glad she asked me because I don't have time to think about it and had no time to get nervous.
Like now.
So, you know, she didn't. Yeah, thank you. I'm proud of you. She didn't know I was preparing this, and this was so funny because I asked before if somebody wants to do the presentation. Oh, yeah, I have to think about it, and later then I get this. No, I'm afraid to do it or something like that. And she didn't say that. So what she did, she answered me within 5 seconds. And she did it. And now she feels great about it, right? So this was such a great example.
Yeah, so we have a challenge for you.
We have a challenge for you.
Do yourself
Who
this
wants
favor.
to join us with the challenge?
Do yourself this favor.
Stand up!
Do yourself this favor. When you think
even,
about something.
even corporate, even Byron.
Perfect. That was going every now and then as well, I guess.
You don't have to do it now. So the ones who were afraid to stand up, they still can stand up. So
Yeah, and it doesn't go for every hunch. You don't have to follow up on every hunch, but if you know it's important, it has to be done anyway. Then, when you get that thought, within 5 seconds you act, right? That's what we're talking about. My challenge to you is do this for 10 days in a row. Try it as an experiment. Just what do you care? The worst thing that can happen is that you burn. Try it. And it takes longer than 10 days, I promise you. Because when you go for 4 days, and then the 5th day, you say, oh, today I broke the rule. Guess what? Day 1 starts again. Only if you've done it 10 days in a row, you have created this new habit, and you will not believe what can happen then. When you start doing the things you're afraid of, and have to be done anyway, you will do like this. This is a challenge for you. I cannot check it, it's for you. Do it for yourself. It's a present for yourself. And we'll talk next time about what happened after that. So please do that.
yeah, you can start today already because maybe you really want to go to Byron, to Paul, or to Susie, or to somebody in the room and ask them something, or you want to take a picture with them, but you are really afraid. You're really afraid to do that, and 5 seconds are already far away. So the voice told you, you look foolish when you do that, so never mind, I don't do this. So when there is a break, this is a nice challenge to do. Go to this person. Yeah, and you start with the tomorrow event. Don't hit the snooze button for 10 days long. And another example, maybe you want to drink less alcohol. So this is an example. There is an impulse, I'm going to take your wine. 5, 4, is it good for me? 3, no. I take some water.
Gotta get a beer. No, just kidding.
And that's also in a diet. This can really help in a diet. It's most of the time it's an impulse to grab some junk food. Because suddenly you think, oh, I want some
5 seconds. He just did what he... Isn't this great?
I love it!
This is great.
tied to a goal. Every impulse, every instinct that's tied to a goal. Be conscious, those 10 days, be conscious of those instincts and act within 5 seconds. Can we do that? Yes? So I have another question. Who would love to be on stage, but is really, really, really afraid to do that? And that's your dream, you have a dream to do this, what we do. Who has this dream? But, oh, there is somebody, but you're not afraid. I want somebody who is really, really, really afraid to speak in public. And with the shaking knees and maybe crying.
5, 4, 3.
The girl in the yellow shirt.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Just like that. Just like that. But you're not afraid, right? Are you afraid? Yeah?
Or the translation.
She's really afraid. Yeah? Are you now shaking? How does it feel that you came up and you are afraid? You translate it?
She told that her heart is beating.
Good.
She's still alive.
I'm proud of you. Give her a round of applause. And you are afraid to speak in public? Very afraid?
Yes, but I'm working with it.
Tell your story.
Actually, once I understood that my fear is so strong, and all the time I miss the doing something. I think like I'm I think like I'm burying my talent. So I decided to try at least 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds. And when I first decided to go live, previously I tried next time to make video, and I was so tired of making it. No, I don't like it. Then I move it and doing it again, and then I decided that it is easy to me to put the live and to do it. Yes.
And now you're standing here.
Thank you.
Now, give a very hard applause for those two ladies. Thank you very much.
Great. Yeah, we are done live. Maybe 1 or 2 slides, because Aaron is going to be very angry. Some people mistake courage with something else. Some people think these guys are so brave and they have courage and they have to do anything and they are not afraid, but that's really wrong. The truth is over here. Courage is not the absence of fear. What you just saw is feeling the fear and still do it. That's real power, that's real growth. So think about that next time you have to do something you're a little bit afraid about. I guess our time is up. So,
Too bad.
5 seconds will help you if you will let it help you. And that's up to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have 5 seconds to get off stage.